Hey guys, welcome back to the Habs Tonight channel. Joined with Shayne, I should say Austin Matthews today. Welcome to the pregame show, Habs versus Ducks. Austin, how's it going today?
Could be better. Could be better. Yeah, I don't think anyone was happy after yesterday's game. Hopefully today is a bit better, but some tough news right out the gate. I mean, we saw Mathieu Perreault was out for a couple weeks, apparently with an eye injury, and then
Yep.
Petrie and Galley are game time decisions. I mean, Petrie left the game at some point yesterday, but like I never saw what happened. Like it's just a ghost injury. I never saw it.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see it either. I don't know if it's just a precautionary measure they're taking right now. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Not to shit on anybody. I mean, we're not that kind of channel here, but I think it might be good for Jeff to maybe sit one out, just regroup at this point. He's not playing to his abilities. I think he knows it. We all know it.
Hmm.
Might just be good for him to sit down for a game or two, regroup, see what's what, and then come back refreshed. Hopefully, it's nothing serious. And as well as Galley, Galley is actually game time decision apparently. So not sure what's going on with Galley either. Is it a hidden injury that's been bothering him? Just a lot more questions right now than answers.
Yeah, this guy gets so banged up every game. I'm not surprised. Like he could be a game time decision every night. So
Yeah.
it's no surprise. But I do hope he's okay. He's been playing much better recently. I've liked him with Suzuki and Hoffman. I think that's a pretty good line. But
Yeah.
aside from that line and the Anderson line with Dvorak and Drouin again yesterday was the best line. Um, well, are there any changes you'd make to the lineup?
Um, my main one is Paquette. I'm happy we're seeing Brooks into the lineup today. That's another change. Brooks is going to be in. Chris Weidman is also in. I liked how Weidman was playing from the start of the season, so I don't see an issue with having him in. My only issue would be having Sami Niku being pulled out of the lineup with the way he's been playing. He's been playing
Yeah.
some great hockey and doesn't deserve to be sitting out tonight. He might come in if Petrie's out, so there's a chance that we will see him play, but no, Sami Niku's a guy I would definitely keep in the lineup. Chris Wyman as well. I liked how he's played from the start of the season. No issues with that. Adam Brooks, I'm happy he's in. It's Paquette that's my main issue right now. It's nothing against him. I saw him play one great game when we went to see him
Hmm.
actually live at the Bell Center against the Rangers. That was a great game for him. But aside from that, I don't know. I'm just not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. What about you?
Yeah. Well, with the injuries there, I don't know if Galley's going to be able to play, but I do want to see more of Brooks. He's a
Yeah,
guy that has a lot of potential. I'm happy he's going to get a chance tonight. Unfortunately, it's Perrault that's injured, right? So he's been a
yeah,
big piece recently. Um, I mean, Lecky's a guy that didn't stand out at all this season, and yesterday I actually really enjoyed his game. I
yeah.
thought he was involved, physical, going after the puck. So I enjoyed his game. Armia is on and off. He's like, okay, either he takes 50 penalties a game or he scores a hat trick. You never know what you're going to get out of him. So
Yeah.
uh, if he can get rolling, that'd be appreciated. We kind of need that right now.
Yeah.
Um, for me, it's mostly on the defense that it's just I really don't know what's going on. Like obviously Weber's the quarterback. Like he is your defenseman, and
We're
and to
missing
not
him.
have him, it's a huge hole, and it's everyone can see it. Everyone can
Yeah,
see it. It's clear now that we need Weber, but we're not going to get him this whole season, so we got to make do without him.
exactly.
Petrie out maybe tonight. That's a big blow, even though he's been iffy. Um, if
Yeah.
anything, like I haven't really Kulak hasn't stood up to me recently.
No,
It's been okay. He tries to charge the offense, but it turns into a turnover every time. So he needs to
it's
find
not
his groove as
reliable.
well. No, and it doesn't help that he's being moved up and down the lineup. Like he doesn't have a steady partner. Maybe if he did, he'd be a bit more stable. But I haven't really. He hasn't stood out to me recently. Niku, like you said, it's been fantastic. What a surprise
Yeah.
he's been. And Weidman, I still don't understand why he wasn't in the lineup. I would have personally put him instead of Kulak, but tonight he gets a chance to show what he can do. I'm happy about that. And Montembeault in net,
Yeah,
we
it's
only saw one
confirmed.
game out of him. It wasn't the best. example, I guess. We can't really rely on what we saw that game.
Yeah, that whole game's a
To
scrap.
That's it. Let's just forget about that. So tonight he's going against Anaheim, which is not a big team, but then again, we suck against bad teams, so who knows?
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what he can do. If it's still a Buffalo situation, then you might consider McNiven. He's been hot. You've been saying it the whole time.
I've been
You've been saying
saying
the
it
whole
from
time. Yeah.
since day one. Primo needs another full season in Laval until he can gain some confidence and be our solid our number one backup. And from the start, I would have sent Montembeault in Laval and I would have pulled McNiven up. He has proved countless times that he is able to handle the pressure and he's able to play. And he said it the other day when he went on to a rant. I'm given countless opportunities. I surpassed them and I'm still in the exact same spot. I get his frustration. I'm as frustrated as him. So I can't believe that we haven't given him a full-time shot yet. He's so talented. What's the worst it can do at this point? That's my main issue, is that we're in a dump. We're not afraid to say it. We're all about Habsitivity on this channel, but we are in a funk. We are in a dump. It's not pretty. It's not nice. It sucks. As fans, you hate to see it because you know what they're capable of doing. We have such an amazing team and such an amazing lineup, and we're not able to perform to our abilities. So I hope that Montembeault is going to get a bounce back game from that Buffalo game. Let's be honest, like we said, Buffalo was a scrap. The whole team played like poop. Sorry, apparently I can't say shit on this podcast, so
Oh yeah.
people get upset. So they played like poop, and I don't know. I really don't know what's going to happen tonight. I'm hoping for a bounce back game, and I don't know. We're seeing either the same team every single game that I feel they don't push, but we're also seeing a different team where it's like, what do you expect tonight? What team are you going to get on the ice? We don't have an identity. That's what's missing. It's identity right now.
That's it. Another thing that's been lacking is special units. Both power play and penalty kill have been horrible.
Yeah.
We're in the bottom of the league. Like, I think we're 30th in power play and 30th in penalty kill. So there's only two teams that are worse than
And
us.
standings.
That's it. It's standings as well. Yeah. So there's a little consolation there, but it's still awful. So what do you think needs to happen there?
I don't know if we're missing Dano. I mean, he was a key piece on shutting down specific lines. I don't know what it is. We're used to seeing Armia and Lecky used to be top notch on the penalty kill. And like you said, Armia's consistency hasn't been there. And I remember Bergie saying it when he signed him, is I'm hoping to see a lot more consistency from Armia this season, and I haven't been seeing it. So I'm hoping he finds his groove, as well as Lecky. Like you said, last night was Lecky's probably his best game of the season so far. So I'm hoping he carries that on today. And you can't go ahead and give 3 to 4 penalty kill goals a game. If you can't score, you can't do that. Period. Even the special units for the power play, it's like, here, I pulled up this photo that I saw on Twitter yesterday of just Jeff Petrie, who's at the point, who's got multiple different options to pass or to set up a play, and he still shoots from the point, ends up hitting someone, it's out of bounds, or it doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know what's going on in that aspect of why can't we set up a play and get Jeff Petrie to set up a play and be our quarterback? I don't get it. What's the issue? Why? I don't know. I have no words.
It's really hard to tell. I feel like we need to be in the room, actually with the team to understand what the problem is. But Alex Burrows, he definitely has some work to do there. I do have a lot of trust in him. I think he will be able to whip the power play back into shape. But like, seeing that, like, so many times this season, I've seen not only Petrie, but like guys just take a shot and it gets blocked, and okay, right back out the zone, try again. It's the same thing over and over again. At least we're not really doing the dump and chase anymore. That I like, but our zone entries are much better, I will say. But like, we're not taking the right chances. Like, Petrie sees 3 Kings players in front of him, decides to shoot when there's three of his teammates that are wide open, and it happens all the time. It's not just Petrie. So you're definitely right on that. It's something that needs to change. And I mean, for the PK, I feel like we're not aggressive enough. We're just standing there. We are, your costume is perfect. We are cones. We are cones on the ice on the penalty kill. We're just standing there swinging our sticks. I say we, but as if I'm part of the team. I'm not, but like the Habs are just, they're swinging their sticks. They're not doing shit really, and they're just looking at the guys. Like yesterday, who was it? I think Blake Lizette just dangled everybody, right? Because we just looked at him. Like we're just, oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, I need to play hockey. Like, come on, man. Wake up. Like,
especially that one play that stood out for me was LA's first goal where Ben Sherratt just moved, left him a wide open space. Instead of going towards the player, making a play or trying to stop anything, he literally, you see him just put his stick down, moved, and basically went, here you go.
Yeah. So I played defenseman for 10 years, right? Obviously, I'm not at an NHL level, but like I understand what you need to do and what you don't do as a defenseman. What Sherratt was trying to do is cut the pass. But the problem is the other defenseman was on the open guy. He was on Dustin Brown. So Sherratt didn't have to do that. He could have charged the puck carrier. So
could have made a play.
So the guys really need to open their eyes. I feel like everybody has tunnel vision right now. They just see this instead of seeing this. Like Petrie, the picture you showed is perfect. Sherratt in that situation, if he just did this, oh, okay, let me charge this guy. Dustin Brown taken care of. So there's a lot of I feel guys are nervous. Guys are nervous for some reason. I don't get it. They're playing as if like they're the first time in the NHL. They don't know what to do. A lot of lack of communication. Damn right. That's so true. I think at this point it comes down to the coaching staff. Ducharme, I forget the new coach's name. Sorry. Burrows and Richardson need to do something, like shake things up, introduce something new. Like I don't know. I wish I was a coach just for that. Like I'd be whipping those guys up. Come on, man. I know what to do, but I hope they figure it out. I can't bear to watch another game like that again.
For me, it's almost, again, we are a positive channel. We try to be as positive as we can, but we will criticize when there needs to be criticism, but we'll try to spin it into a positive aspect, So for me, it's the lack of identity and it's the selfishness. It seems like every player is out for themselves right now and nobody's playing as a team. And like you said, the lack of communication is the first start. Yeah. If you can't communicate, you're not going to get anywhere. The lack of vision. I don't think it's a lack of talent because we know what these guys are capable of. You know what Suzuki's able to do. Caufield, Toffoli, Anderson. You've got a solid first three lines. The fourth line is a little bit this year without Perry. Perry was a huge loss. Yeah. Is it leadership in the room that we're missing? But then again, you've got Shea Weber who's coming down for a game and you play like poop in front of him. Can you imagine how it's killing this guy not to lace his skates right now, jump on the ice and say, I'll do it myself? Jesus. So even if it comes to leadership, I don't know at this point who's stepping up in the locker room. You've got what? Petrie, Gallagher, Allen. I'm trying to think of your veterans here who might stand up. I don't know.
Another weird thing this season is that there's like 6 alternate captains. When we're away, it's Toffoli, I think it's Petrie and someone else. Like there's Suzuki, Toffoli, Petrie, Galley. Who else is an alternate?
If the chat knows, feel free to help us out here.
But we have so many alternate captains. Like there's nobody that stands out, like can be a real leader in the room.
A voice,
or on the ice either. Nobody really leads the way, and that's what Shea Weber did, right? He was the guy that showed the example, and he teach those guys. Like his moments with Romanov last season was amazing. Getting a mentor like Weber must have done wonders for him, and I really like his game so far this season. He's been nice.
Me too. No complaints.
Again, this year, like I feel like he would have needed a Weber to look after. Like, I don't know. It's a gaping hole in our team, and it's really annoying.
Which brings me to my next question to ask you. Yesterday, as we all know, Marc Bergevin came down to the room and held a closed door meeting with the team. After he left, the team had an extended meeting. So hypothetically, here we're just literally hypothetically, nobody was in that room. It was closed door for a reason. Nobody knows what came out of it. I got a DM today asking what came out. I don't know. I was not there. Nobody knows. So if you're hypothetically speaking right now, what do you think goes on in that closed door meeting? Who steps up and who says what?
I think everybody needs to kind of do something. Everybody has their share of accountability, and
100%.
every guy in that locker room needs to own up that they haven't been performing to the best of their abilities. I don't know if any one person is gonna really lead the way, and like I said, there isn't really a guy that can get the C right now. You know, everyone says
Yeah.
Galley. I would like to think Galley could be that guy, but I don't know. I'm not in the room. I wish I was. But like you said, the team meeting, I think it was necessary, and
100%.
there needs to be some kind of intervention, right? When we were on that losing streak, I remember there was a practice, and Romanov and Armia got into it. They were intense. They were going at it, and the following game, guess what? We won, right? So I don't want to attribute that to the win, but there needs to be something. There needs to be an intervention, something to really boost the team and boost the morale. Man, I wish I was in that room.
So I guess another question I'm going to point up is something that I've been saying since preseason. If we're looking for that spark, if we're looking for that boost of energy to be on the ice and just stir some shit up, do you bring up Michael Pezzetta? I've been saying this from day one. I'm seeing him play in Laval, and right now it's the only person who I can say, this is who we need. This is what we need on the ice right now. We need the spark. We need a big hit. Drop the goddamn gloves. I don't know what it's going to take, but bring the guy up. What worse can it do?
I'm all for it.
At this point, what worse can it do?
I'm all for it. It's no brainer. We've been saying it. Something needs to happen. We can't just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. That is the definition of insanity. So bringing Pezzetta, like, okay, yeah, it could work. It could also not work, but it's worth the try, damn it.
Yeah.
Like, I completely agree with you. I think he's earned not only that, he's earned also that opportunity. Like, he's been playing great in Laval. His training camp was fantastic. So yeah, let's do it.
You've got Ryan Poehling, who was back in the lineup I think it was yesterday, who scored one heck of a goal. Ryan Poehling is back. So at some point, it is one guy that I would like to see maybe get a few games in Laval, get settled, get your game back together, especially coming back from that season-ending injury last year. Get your shit going. Bring him up too. If you're going to keep losing games, and if you're going to keep losing your identity and stuff like that, shake it up. Like, I get we won against San Jose. Allen stood on his damn head. We can give that game to Jake Allen himself. Like, I applaud you, my guy. I tip my cone off to you. But not changing the lineup to, I don't know, switch it up. It's not working. I know we're saying that Dvorak, Anderson, and Drouin line has been our best line. I fully agree with that. But to what point? Maybe Drouin would have chemistry with Suzuki Caufield. Maybe, switch it up, see what works. If it doesn't work, go back to it. What's the point right now? What do you got to lose? You're going to drop 32nd in the standings instead of 30th? What the hell? Why not? Like, how worse can it get? That's basically my morality for today is how worse can it get? I mean, it could probably get worse there, but I don't know.
And on that point, right, I've seen tons and tons of people saying, okay, let's tank. Let's go for Shayne Wright, you know? And as a fellow Shayne, that would be nice. That would be nice. But then again, like, tanking, the whole process of tanking is so touchy. It's so touchy. Like, as fans, of course, we want us to get the first overall pick. But even if we finish 32nd in the standings, we might not get the first pick. So there's nothing that That's it. There's nothing that really solidifies us getting the first pick.
Yeah.
We do have better odds if we finish lower, but then again, we want to see good games. We want to watch our team win. So we're stuck in that middle ground where, okay, we want to tank, but we also want to get good games. But that means we finish in the middle. So we get a average pick. So we're still in that loop of being average, and it just keeps going. It's such a shitty situation. I really hate it. We're probably not good enough to make the playoffs, but we're not bad enough to get the first overall pick. It's just we're in the middle. We're in the middle. We have been in the middle for years now, and it sucks.
We're like, okay, even so, let's say hypothetically you do get Shayne right. For me, getting a first overall right now doesn't even matter because we're absolutely shit at developing players.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen it over the past, 10, 15 years, your first round picks, you've got 3 that are left. So whether you get the guy or not, there's no guarantee that it would work out in the end, first of all. And if you would take a moment and ask, let's say a guy like Brendan Gallagher, are you ready to tank to get a first round pick?
That's it. No chance.
No,
chance.
the guys are never going to admit or say, we're going to tank to do this. And this is something that I'm going to touch on Dale when we talk with Dale, when we talk this week is there a point in a season where a team just says, screw it? I doubt it, because as a hockey player, you want to win. Period. Right? So for me, saying you're going to tank and go for a first round pick is a cop-out excuse. It's a bullshit excuse. I'm not for it. If that's what it is, I mean, that's what it is. But for me, it's a bullshit excuse.
And let's remember, there's Chicago and Arizona in the league as well, who have
go.
yet to win a game. So if you need to feel better, just think about those two teams. They are in caca right now. It's not pretty.
Chicago on and off the ice for Chicago,
terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna get we're gonna do a quick show, I think, with Dale this week on Kyle Beach. Dale knows him. He played with him in junior, I believe, and a former member of the Chicago Blackhawks organization. So we're gonna do a quick video on this and give our thoughts on what's going on. We're not going to touch on it today because it's something I really want Dale to express. But like you said, those teams are just in a dump right now, probably worse than we are. So I don't know. What if we just get a bounce back game and grow from it? I was expecting that from San Jose. You haven't won since 1999. The curse is broken, and then you lose 5-2. So is it going to be a win one, lose one? Are we able to string 2 together? I don't know, you guys. It's I don't know.
That's the thing. Since the Detroit game, like, we won, and then we lost, and then we won, and then we lost. So if everything keeps going that way, we're going to win tonight. Sorry, this afternoon. We're going to win this afternoon. But it's so weird. Like, you get off games like Detroit and San Jose, blowouts. Well, maybe not San Jose, but like it was still a good big game, right? A big boost for the guys.
Game.
And then you go out and play against Seattle and absolutely shit the bed. Same against the Kings. So I don't get it.
And let's be honest, the Kings yesterday in the first period, that was some boring hockey.
Stinky.
It could have went either way after the first period, and then we give up a shitty power play goal and we lost control. As soon as we give up one goal, we start playing with the hands grip tight on the stick and we freak out. That's what it is. You can see it. The boys are like, oh shit, here we go again. And then you lose control of the game. So, we have no answers for you guys as much as you have for us. It sucks that we can't give you a better pregame show, but I mean, it is what it is, right?
We're just blabbing on about our team, but
sometimes you just need to rant.
It's okay. I do have a question for you though.
Yeah.
Cole Caufield, a lot of high expectations coming into the season. Rightfully so. He was tearing it up last year. I explained previous video why I think he's not performing as well. I think that teams they watched the Stanley Cup final, they watched the playoffs, they saw how good he is, and now teams have a strategy for him. They have to. I mean, every game there's 2 guys on him. Poor guy can't get a shot off. So I'd like to know what you think we should do to bring him back.
Well, like I said earlier, switching the lines, try him out with different people would be my first thing. You never know. He could have some chemistry with, like I said, Drouin, Suzuki, Caufield would be the line that I would like to see personally
Mhm.
as a trial. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Give him a try. A lot of people are saying send him down to Laval, get him to play a few games, gain the confidence back, and come back up. I'm a bit of a 50-50 on that. So in a way, I do agree. Maybe sending him down could be a confidence booster or just to find your game again. It's worked
Mhm.
in the past. But I'm also seeing he's way too talented just to give up within under 10 games and send down. Let him
That's it.
find his game. He's going to get one and get going. You saw yesterday, like it's not for the lack of trying, in my opinion. He's playing some great hockey and it's going to unblock at some point. So I'm
Yeah.
keeping him in the lineup. I'm going to try him with maybe different line mates, and that's it. It's going to happen.
Yeah, he's just not getting good looks. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Obviously, he can create his own opportunities, but he's a guy that with his wicked shot and his ability to see the play, he needs guys like Petrie, like in the
Yep.
picture you showed earlier, to pass him the
For our
puck.
new guest, we're going to just re-show this photo for whoever's
Yeah.
joining us
So
now.
there's three guys there in that picture that Petrie could have passed the puck to. Caufield is one of them. And
Yep.
you see, like, if Caufield gets the puck, there's an open lane. He gets time to make his shot, get a good wrister in. Like, these are the types of opportunities that he needs, and he's not getting them. I think
Yeah.
I've counted about 2 so far this season that
If
he
not
could
more.
have put in. That's it. He needs more. He needs at least 2 a game.
Yeah.
So it's not working, and this guy needs his opportunities, and he's a guy that we can rely on for scoring when he does get those opportunities. So it's just nothing's working right now. Nothing's
I'd
working.
love to see him a bit more on the 4-on-4 too. He hasn't been getting a lot of minutes on there, so
3-on-3, he's a beast. That's true. When there's less players on the ice, he is a
he's
beauty.
got a
So
lot of
yeah.
space to handle the puck, which he's good at. He's a playmaker. He's so smooth with the puck when he gets it. So if he can create a lot of space, why not use him? So that's one thing I'm having an issue a little bit with. And just, I guess we're going to change the subject just a little bit more here. I want to touch on this comment. Who do we fire this year? Okay, so pardon me, but I'm going to go on another mini rant. You just fired Claude Julien, who is still being paid $5 million per year, and you just signed Dominique Ducharme for 3 years. Are you going to fire the guy within his first year of a 3-year contract? Hell no. Come on. Like, it can't. I get that the coach has a
Yeah.
responsibility to mix the lines and pump the players and do something, but it's also player accountability at this point. If the coach is telling you to do something and you keep looking like this, it's not going to change. It's on them right now to figure their shit out, period. So no, I'm not firing Duchamp. As for Burrows, I still have trust in Burrows. I'm going to give him the opportunity to fix this crap around. And Luke Richardson, I'm not touching that guy. I mean, you guys were praising the living shit out of the coaching staff
Yeah.
last season for, oh my God, they brought us to the Stanley Cup final. We're so good, blah, blah, blah. And as soon as you lose 7 out of 9, it's shit. I mean, it's Montreal. I know when it's good, it's good. It's bad, it's bad. But take a breather, relax. It's going to come together at some point. And if it doesn't, then you start to reevaluate your options. You don't jump to conclusions right away. Pardon my rant.
Oh,
Go
well
ahead, Shayne.
said. Well said. I completely agree with that. It's we're not firing anybody just yet. Like,
No.
wait until the end of the season, maybe. Maybe this summer, with Bergevin, what's going to happen there? Might be a new hire.
There you go.
And then that GM could make some other moves there. But for now, we can't fire anybody.
No.
It's too early. Too early.
Yes, I know the sarcasm. It wasn't directed towards you. I apologize. It was just a global comment on everybody who's been saying fire Duchamp.
Yeah, that's because some people are
not
actually
towards you.
some people are actually asking them to fire. So no, it's all good.
Yeah. But no, I agree with exactly what you said. I think the Bergevin contract is going to be huge with what happens. We don't know if he's going to stay or not. If he does, I don't expect it to be a long contract. It's probably going to be 3 years max. I don't know. If he doesn't stay, who do you bring in? I mean, we've had this discussion before. Sorry. A lot of things are up in the air at this point. I think, but if Bergevin doesn't stay, we're going to see a lot of movement with the higher ups. Do you put Bergevin as a president of hockey ops and then get a GM. We don't have a president of hockey ops right now.
That's it.
There's a lot of switcheroos that might happen in the off season, especially if this keeps going.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you said it very well there, Annik. And I mean, unless you have anything else to add, that's about what we got for today's game, eh?
Yeah, expect the unexpected, in the wise words of Marc Bergevin. I really don't know what to tell you guys. I don't know what we're going to see today. Just to recap for those who are just logging on to the show, Jeff Petrie and Brandon Gallagher are game time decisions. You've got Adam Brooks and Chris Weidman who are coming back into the lineup. Nick, who might step in for Petrie if needed. And Samuel Montembeault is going to be between the pipes. Hopefully he gets a bounce back game from that Buffalo debacle. And let's just hope that that players only meeting yesterday sparked a fire under their asses and they're going to come out swinging, because if they don't, at some point you're going to dig yourself a hole where it's going to be hard to bounce back from. And we're not close. We're pretty close from that hole, in my opinion. So
that's right.
Yeah.
If the tendency continues, we should be winning today, and then losing the next game.
Yeah.
So anyways,
50-50,
my
right?
Yeah, that's it. My expectations are low, and I think that's a good thing. You know, I'm just watching the hockey game to watch a hockey game.
Yeah.
It's Halloween. Let's have a good time, guys.
There you go.
You know, I'm Austin Matthews. Like, come on, let's just have fun, really.
Yeah, for those who didn't get it, Shayne's name is switched to Austin Matthews because he's dressed at Austin Matthews, if it wasn't obvious enough. And I am a fan stuck in traffic because, you know, it's Montreal. On that note, make sure to tune in tomorrow, Autour de la Ligue, with Shayne and myself. Is going to be live at 7 Eastern. We're going to talk about the crazy week of hockey that's been happening. French podcast for our French fans who are interested in joining us. Send us an email if you do want to be part of the show. If you missed, Crushing Cans was live on Friday night. The boys had a pretty good time. If you want to check that out. We're going to be doing a few clips with Dale, hopefully this week. He's back in Sweden, but he doesn't have internet. So as soon as that's back, we're going to be able to provide a bit more content with you guys and him. He's going to give his opinion on basically the shit show that's been going on for 2 weeks. And aside from that, we're going to try to bring you guys some more pre-games and post-games in the next week. If this Cali road trip can finish, we'll get back to decent hour games on the Eastern here. And it's going to be much easier for us to not be up until 2 a.m. doing a show. So Shayne, Austin, thank you for joining me today. I hope you guys have a very great and safe Halloween. Be careful out there. Follow us on all socials and subscribe to the channel. And we will see you guys later. Cheers, guys.
Good game, everybody.